These are the things you need to know in the new hero, Obsidian, who is on the original server. Now let's learn how to use him and counter Yan. Our careful study now, let's start with his passive. When you attack the enemy, you can eat called bone energy. This is below his HP 30 stacks of bone energy. What you need to have a bone shard. Has a level. Once you have a stock of bones and attack the enemy, will receive additional damage. Your opponent depends on the number of bone shards you have and 25. The maximum stack of bone shards when minions you attack, only 1 bone energy will be added to you per basic attack. But when you attack a hero, 2 bone energy will be added to you. But the fastest way to stack is if you use skill 1 on the opponent, because 3 stacks immediately. The extra on bone energy when skill, take note that Obsidia will not have a stock when what she attacks is a jungle monster, but when she attacks a tower, she will permanently Obsidia's stock even if she attacks down. It will not decrease in skill 1. She will throw a bone needle, its mata trigger your bone shards, so the damage of your skill 1 depends on the number of your bone shards. And because your stock is bigger when you use it. Good if in the early game skill 1 is skill 1, you are only skill 1 for no, immediately attack down. The minions, and you can stock up in the late game, which is your only skill 1. The pain of damage here is his skill 2. When you used it, you can eat 500% movement speed. So if you feel like you're dashing, you're not dashing, you just walk faster and you can't hide in the walls. Because it's just movement speed. The gift of skill 2, but when you're ultimate, the opponent can penetrate the walls with skill 2. His ultimate is your opponent. But you're the one who comes close to him. Your opponent can run, but he can't use flicker or any dash. But that's wherever you go. Your opponent can be followed by your ultimate, because you are tied to him. But you can cancel your ultimate. In case when you meet an opponent, it will speed up the cooldown of your skill 2. Just don't use your skill 2 before you ultimate. Because you can't spam it anymore, you need to have a skill before you spam walk. If you also ultimate in the enemy, you can eat 5 temporary bone shards. So Yan, look carefully, 25. The maximum stack of bone shard DBA, but when it hit KO's ultimate, it became 30 young stack. But it only lasted 3 seconds. Take note that when you hit the ultimate, the enemy has a stun for a while so you can cancel its skills. That's all for today from Obsidia. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and tap the bell to stay up to date. Thanks for being here. Until next time.